Okay, here we go again. Next piece of the puzzle is to drop our rear beam, our rear axle. And as you can see, it's dark and it's cold. So this is Tuesday evening, it's 9 o'clock and it's about 2 degrees C. But tonight we aim at dropping this out, and I could attempt to just whip the bolts out, but I think I'm going to go with removing the actual mounting plates altogether. And then, seeing as I'm a one-man job, I'm going to try and drop it on this jack, lower the jack, move the jack over the other side, and repeat. So yes, wish me luck on that one. We'll see how it goes. And then if I aren't completely frozen solid after that, we may try fuel tank, or at least getting the filler to the fuel tank off. So wish me luck, and I'll see you under the car. So you can see what I mean now. We are looking at whipping out these 3 bolts, one over the other side, 1, 2, 3, which should release this side. Now obviously I am under the beam at the moment, so my trusty friend the jack hopefully will take the weight, and then I will escape and do the other side. So first question is, which torque socket? I don't know. Anyway, I'll be back in touch soon. Alright, so she's loose on this side now. As you can see, I've actually used my common sense, so I'm actually at the side of the car. Managed to undo the 3 from this side, and she's resting on the jack nicely. One interesting thing is that I think where these threads go into, there must be some plates behind there that move around a little bit. So I'm hoping that they don't move completely out of the way so that you can't see the threads again. I've had that before on other vehicles. But anyway, as soon as we've got this beam down, I shall put the screws back in there so that they can't move. But anyway, over to the other side. So there we go. Actually turned out to be fairly easy. Just jack it up one side and then the other and drop it down once you've undone the 3. And she comes out sweet. You can really see the state of these bushes at the moment. All cruddy and horrible. So now we will get these nuts and hopefully the bolts out. Get these sandblasted back, these plates, reuse them. We're going to wire knot this this beam, get that back to metal, and I've got some chassis paint coming to give it a lick of paint, and should be looking sweet. But right now I'm going to get back under and see what we can do with the fuel tank. Check back in a minute. Right, well obviously I forgot one thing I needed to do, which is to get rid of this center section exhaust, so everyone knows that trying to get these lovely threads undone often ends in snappage. So I'll just wire brush them, give them a bit of WD, and then we'll just go for it and see if they snap or whatever. But we need to get this section off to be able to lower the fuel tank. a bit of a struggle. Centre section is now out. Woo, progress. So there's 3 blue fuel lines from the tank to the front. The middle one, the thickest one, I think, well, the thickest, no, they're all the same thickness, aren't they? Anyway, so this one here, the bottom line, is the one that is actually still peeing out petrol. So I've just left that tucked in, so it's not leaking anymore. So that at the point at which this tank is ready to drop, I can quickly pull it out. There is still fuel in it, obviously, and I may just bung that up if I can find something sufficient to bung in the end, a bit of rubber or something. So yeah, there's the centre section all out down there. Hopefully I can somehow recover that shield, because I can't find another one, a new one, so we're just gonna have to try and work with that when we get it off and see what shape it's in. Yeah, now the front exhaust section is rather wobbly. I don't know if that's just the flexi section, how wobbly it is, but to me that was looking a bit too loose. So anyway, when we get down that end of the car, we can sort all that out. So what's next? I think I'm just trying to fathom how we get to these things. I'm probably just going to have to drop this tank so I can get in behind there. This Jubilee clip on the main filler just was rotten, so I managed to just prise it off and it just snapped off. So that's reasonably clear to come off. The wires, they go into the car, just there. So that's nothing to worry about. So it's just these 3 things that I can't see what they do yet. In fact, they may be, what I haven't done yet is look at the inspection inside the car. So they may just go in there and I can get to them from the top. But I'll have a look. Right, so I've got to the point of trying to get this filler neck out, and just to make anybody aware that doesn't know, because I didn't, there's a bolt, a screw, that attaches the filler neck to that bracket. So you need an 8mm socket to reach down in there. Mine was rusty as hell, but thankfully it came out okay, and that should be free to come out soon. Now on these Mark IVs, the filler neck area often rots, like this has a bit, so we do need to rub this all back, see just how bad it is. I don't think it's too bad. We're just going to have to rub it back till we find something solid and work with what we've got. Anyway, back to the underneath. Right, well there you go. Can't quite believe I've got this far this evening, but we've dropped the petrol tank. Still with some fuel in it. Excellent. I wouldn't actually recommend doing this by yourself. It's not a good idea. But we managed. And we're still alive. So yeah, definitely don't do as I do. But anyway, success. We've dropped the petrol tank. Looking rather sorry for itself, but for what it is, I think we're just going to have to clean that up as best we can. But the main aim was to get that off so that we can check the floor pan underneath and rub it all back and paint it, which I think we're about at that stage. So we're going to have to clean it all up first, then rub it all back down, and then we can start with the paintwork. But anyway, that's enough for me tonight. As you can see, the car is all iced over, so I need to get inside and get warm. Anyway, thanks for watching episode 2. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that, and then you'll be up to date with how we're going. But yeah, not too bad of progress tonight. Beam to paint up, blast those brackets. Job should be a good one. Right, see you for now. I'm off to bed.